These are the types of videos that she does here. Just twin flame videos still. You know what I mean? Still doing twin flame videos, just spirit animal stuff. Just ridiculous. Like, I don't know how she expects. I think she came to me because we were meant to expand into something decent, you know, not this divine feminine, divine masculine, like messages and all this, her channelings. But it's quite sad. She definitely does not look like that anymore, which is interesting. Like, she doesn't even show herself on there anymore. But then, in where is it? Yeah, then she posts this. And I'm feeling like, that's her other channel. And oh man, just posts that last night and then changes, our relationship status on her profile to single. And I'm like, well, that's funny because when she put it in relationship, she didn't ask me or anything. It was just like that. And then she's also taken it down as well, like 2 weeks later. Just like, I didn't even feel like I'm in a relationship with her. That's how much of like a narcissistic girl she is. She like talks real loud and stuff as well. So I call it like hive clarion calling, the way she talks, and like tries to queen it up, you know. But like putting that video on there, like, what the fuck? Just fully deciding by myself. So I don't even feel like I'm in a relationship. I feel like the whole thing, these people, man, like, notice what she calls herself. Hold on. If we go there, Palladium Mystique, right? I don't call myself Andromeda Ben or Syrian Ben, or even because I've, been born with 7 colours of blonde, Pleiadian Ben. And she was the type of chick to like, she's like, oh, they're coming down in their sources, the Pleiadians are going to come physically. I had to say to her in my boat one day, like, I don't even think that they are physical beings now. I think they're future identities, right? So like, she was one of those. I'm like, what the hell? And yeah, so we can just see like what she's on, that real basic stuff. So she was showing me Heyoka Shaman, and I was like, yeah, I can dip into that grid too. It's very antithetical, clown shaman. And I'm like, yep, but that's not what I am. That's a lower shaman too. The antithetical thing is something I do a lot in shamanism. Like if you read about Heyoka shaman on Wikipedia. Anyway, but yeah, it's just out of nowhere, just funny. And now she's even blocked me, like on Facebook Messenger, yeah, which is pretty funny. Just talking about respect, but it doesn't even have the respect to show up. You know what I mean? Just drop my stuff off here. She had the type of OCD that was like, you know how I posted the fixing the van like carpet about a week ago? I was putting in vinyl because the carpet set was just full brown covered, worn away, like the worst carpet. And I'm like, you're OCD, but like all your floors are dirty and stuff. It's just like aesthetic, that superfluous surface level. And she runs this like business, Sun-Kissed Girls, which is basically her being a pimpess. It's crazy. It was good to dip in, darling, but she's like complaining about how I was smoking so much, And she, at one point, like 2 days ago, she said that I was stealing a lighter from her because a lighter went missing when we were at Greenmount, because she got stoned and we had sex and stuff down there, and it probably fell out of the back of the van. I'm like, I'm the one giving you lighters all the time. Like, I'm bringing lighters into your van and into your place. Like, you know, because I'm smoking cannabis all the time because I was working so hard. It's good for the muscle relaxation and forgetting, you know, the trauma of everything and staying happy. But yeah, like to, like, I don't know, just suddenly not even be able to come face me. It's like, just all women do this. They're all so the same. Like, what happened when we were on the road trip the other day was she was crying, like saying sorry and thanks for me being calm, because she bailed on me at Cabarita and just left me stranded there. I didn't know what was going on. I swear I was there for like, I don't know, a good hour and a half to 2 hours. Fair while. I don't even know how long it was, but I was in multiple places waiting. Fell asleep in one place, so it could have been a long time. And then finally she comes back to the headland later, and then we go to another headland and she's like crying about it. I'm like, well, at least you know you did something. And then it's just been just falling from there. Just like, you know, when women like are having a moment with themselves and bringing you into it. She's just done that so bad with me. It's just a shame, because we went really well together. So it's just shocking. But you know, like I said here, I didn't expect you to be like them. You know, like running the same programs. You'll see in her next message, she even says, like, in, not on Facebook but in normal messages, she's like, that's not normal behavior. Right? Like, programmed normal behavior. That's right, I'm not normal. Definitely not. And one of the funny things what I mentioned here was, you just change our relationship status to single. Like, so, you know, she also put it up there as in relationship when she just felt like it. This is going to come in context in a minute when she says it was all about me, me, me. She says that in these next messages, where in the, like, not online messages but in phone messages next. However, I wasn't even involved in decision making of that, so it wasn't all about me, 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 was it? Like, when she put in relationship, she didn't even speak to me about it. It was just on her Facebook as in relationship. I was like, okay. And we were just speaking the week before about not, you know, making it public, our relationship, because of gang stalking. And she was like even saying about that, but it just started to go downhill so weird, so fast, you know. It's like there's always a spot that they get to them in, like, when they're going through a toxic phase or anything, you know, and there's always somewhere to that, you know, demons get in. And yeah, so her emotional body started getting compromised, because you could see that from leaving me at the beach there, right? And then crying about it after. I was calm, and I always laughed when she was crying, because I was like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Just, well, why would you... I don't mean that in a harsh way. I was just like, what? This is like too absurd. You know what I mean? You don't even need to be crying about it. Just need to say, right, I'm sorry, I got a bit hot-headed or something. You know, keep it cool. So I just was watching all this, like, theatre all the time. You know what I mean? It's like watching a theatre, watching these people. And then we go to her parents' wait. You'll see it more messages in a bit. And man, I'm not sure what guides she's talking about, but telling me, oh, your addictions and my trauma. She was always talking about how she had so many traumas, and I had to tell me I was healing her trauma, even just by us being in, you know, the bedroom. That's how good I am at healing trauma. Anyway, as she knows. But the fact that she can't even, like, come face me, you know. Anyway, here, yeah, like I said in the top message, behind the backing, and just dropping my stuff off at the marina. Oh, it's funny. It's spiritless, right? Can't even face and talk about it. So we're on the way to the surf, and I light up a joint, and she just drops me back at the marina. I'm just like, yeah, no, fuck you. Everybody who doesn't smoke, I swear, is fucked. When like they're around cannabis, it's like you're saging. I swear to God, it's like brings out people's demons, hey. Anyway, and there was just a slow increase, like an increment increase in gaslighting. And like you'll see a message in a second, we're going to get to her reply, and she'll be like, I think I'm above everyone, but really she was like that, and started like pushing me down, or like he needs food. I have plenty of money. I've got like money at the moment. I've been working and I'm buying stuff. I paid for the fuel for the whole road trip. I paid for the fuel, $150 in her van, in her Mercedes van. I filled the diesel up when we got back. And, as I went in to pay it, I come out and she didn't believe I paid. Like, what the fuck? And then accusing me of taking this lighter and papers. I'm like, I've been bringing lighters into your van. And I didn't have her papers, didn't take them. It's just, I've got my own papers for rolling. It's like when I gave her weed, it schisms the demons in them. And it brought out her traumas and demons, you know what I mean? She started just fucking losing her mind. And just playing to like a real social norm level. And it's programs. It's like if we talk in matrix context, right? Matrix gnosis and philosophy context, like just social programs are like what you point the finger at when you point the finger of matrix programs, isn't it? Really. And when we talk about norms and stuff, right? And being programmed and so on. Or where else do you point the finger? You tell me then. Anyway, so there's just all this weird shit starting to happen like that, right? Alright, this is Solar taking down the status you're in a relationship that same way without even speaking to me. This is where I said this. He's soulless because you're not operating on a soul level with me at all. And I don't know what, I think she expected me to watch all of her videos or something, just pumping out those twin flame videos and shit. And I said, we talked about this on the way to Noosa at one of our surfs. I said, as soon as I heard it was the twin flame theory was, you're a half soul and the female's another half soul, I was like, yep, no, I'm out. Right, I'm not a half soul. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't buy into twin flame theory like people on her channel seem to be doing with her shit that she doesn't even believe in, because we're having conversations in her van, about it, and she's saying, yeah, it doesn't feel right to her either. So she doesn't know what she's doing at the moment at all. And I'm annoyed that I've got her in that point of time, because I think we really, we would go good together, and we were. But she's on her week now, right? She's bleeding and renewal cycling and putting me in the cycle of that. That means you're not really in there, you know what I mean? So, anyway. But they talk like you are, you know what I mean? Act like you are. Which would be not being real. So I was taking it slower, I guess, but... Yeah, and even she said at some party, this is why, it's the seeds of doubt are where demons like ride in on. And she had this seed of doubt, like, she was a girl that went to my high school, and she threw a party, and it's funny, I've gone back to that house, and been in her bedroom and stuff, but she threw a party back at high school, so that's like a long time ago. I can't remember how long ago, like 15 years ago, and someone threw cheese and wheelie bins in her pool, and she thought it was me. Someone said it was me, but it was actually her best friend, this guy called Ryan Tibbetts, and it was not me. and me and someone else got blamed, and you know, I got blamed and I didn't do anything at all. So she had this, and she brought it up at this in the first few days. I was like, no, I literally did not do that. And then she even said, oh yeah, I think Ryan told me that it was him and that you didn't do it. After, I'm like, well, there you go. So then why is the seed of doubt still there? You know what I mean? Because it's just there, because we have our own spirit. Because they know they can't control us, because we're free spirits. She's definitely not, as you're about to read, right? Telling me I'm playing the victim because I put up the Karen victim program video. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why I have to do this video fresh, because it's the day after I put up that Karen video program. Which I think I put that in the Organic Portals playlist. I broke up with you without talking to you or anything, just... I was in my own relationship. Fucking narcissist central right here. That's crazy. That's crazy talk. Just to put you in the black and white. 24/7 stoner. Yes, I'm looking to find the state of the stone all day if possible, and all night, as much as possible. Seems to be the best that I can achieve. Anyway, I was driving you everywhere and you showed no gratitude. Don't know where she pulls that from. Of course, I was like very, very much in gratitude. I said thank you all the time too. I said thanks when she dropped me off and everything. So, just made up. So that's what I hate about these points. She'll put a big list there that's not even real, so this looks real, like there's something for you guys. But me showing you this and telling you all this stuff, it just, now it all fits in, you see. This is like the OCD, but it's like a type of superfluous type of OCD. Like, for instance, she didn't have the pathogen-minded nature of OCD properly, but like, you know, she wouldn't clean the floor and shit properly, and I had to vacuum her car in gratitude, showing gratitude, fixed her car, fixed her step, fixed her fucking sunroof that she couldn't even unscrew some screws. Man, I don't know how much gratitude she wanted from me to like dance around or something. Fuck, I don't know. No idea. Fixed her shit even. Anyway, paid for fuel, everything. Point one, completely dismissible. I was driving you everywhere and you showed no gratitude. Absolute bullshit. I love doing the points because I get view time for this. I was cooking your meals and the family, and I didn't show respect, even though I did. I was talking to them like, you know, when I'm stoned I'm fine because I've done it so long, you know what I mean? I could still talk. And I don't know what she wanted again for me to stay after dinner. Like when we finished dinner, I would go to her bedroom and lay there and digest. That's it. That's all that is. So that was not disrespectful. One night I didn't want to like do trivia with her mum. Like, fuck off. Been working all day like a physical labour job, and just wanted to have a quick dinner and go to bed. Didn't know I had to entertain people and stuff, you know. And we had dinner every night anyway when we were there, so it wasn't like some special occasion. You can't go 3 hours without rolling a joint. Yeah, down here, she says not normal behaviour. That's correct. But, yeah, that's how stressful it was, like, you know, to be with her sometimes when she would do this type of mood swing, fucking OCD attacks. That's how it's like a narcissistic disorder. Had like mood swing OCD attacks, you know what I mean? That's what she's doing. So that made me want to roll up a joint, so that's point 3 and 4 done. Yep, I definitely smoked whenever I felt like it, even though that's not correct. I respected the boundaries of not smoking at the parents' house, because I didn't smoke there. And she said, did you go out and smoke? I was like, no, I've been in bed with you the whole night. So maybe she sleepwalked or had a dream or something, but yeah, I didn't even go out and smoke there. So that's weird, she even writes that. He didn't even have enough respect for me to give me a bowl on Valentine's Day. Oh, because I didn't have a bowl here. We made jokes about this for like a week, and now her writing here, that is so absurd. Demanded orange peels for your cravings. No, one night I wanted a water, I wanted to put a bit of orange in it. You know, because my body was craving for sugar. And I was like, yeah, put some orange in the water. Because lemon would not have hit the spot the same. Anyway. Beer from the dad's fridge after actually she offered it to me. And I was like, no. And then the next, like, 3 nights later, I was like, oh, is there one there? Eye packs for your eyes? Or I didn't demand these at all. She actually just gave them to me again. Spine pillow, she also offered that to me. So this is funny to see that I demanded all these things that I didn't demand. Because I actually didn't ask for them at all. She gave them. She put the eye packs on me. You put the spine pillow under me. I think we were both so tired too that she can't remember properly. I'll wake her up. Yeah, look, she's even saying how she was exhausted. From driving. That's not my fault. What the fuck? Point 7, you would need to define that. So you can't just write that, because I could also write that, you know. Point 8. It's just the same point. They can't handle NPC theory. Point. Call everyone soulless when all they do is establish boundaries after you take. I didn't take. You were just giving. What? No, if she wanted to come here and have dinner when I invited her, she didn't come. So, like, just the other day. So, it's all very strange to see this, you know what I mean? How chicks think, how they make this shit up in their brains. Like, filing this stuff away like reality. No, she just sounds stressed there. Because we just got back from a road trip and stuff. I just don't think that's like why you should like do this. You should like lay down and get a good night's sleep or whatever you need. Not write this shit. It doesn't mean you make stuff up. Oh yeah, and she said I laid next to her and masturbated over porn. Yeah, the level of disrespect, but let's talk about that. So it's not just a message that nobody understands. Because she just got off me and she'd finished what I hadn't finished. She was even saying how she was having fun doing that days before. Oh, like you've probably done that to girls, finished and then just stopped on them. You know, like when you orgasm. She's talking about. So she's like getting me back for all the guys that have done that to her. I'm just like, what the fuck? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and finish myself off. And then she's being all moody about it. Well, that's called playing games. It's just being stupid. Just let me finish. Like fucking, you didn't want to do it. I'm gonna have to do it. You post videos about online dating, or that, and then I just post that video about the robot AI girls on that website, that dating site, which is a website I just looked at once. Like 2 months ago or a month ago or something, before I even was talking to Haley. I had the nerve to get angry when I changed my relationship status on Facebook after seeing this. Also, she's saying that's why she changed it. That's just stupid. Saying, and have the nerve to get angry when I changed my relationship status on Facebook after seeing this. So because I put that video up, what a wigger. Like, she's like trying to like put guilt trips on me and stuff like that. It's an old website. I said that in the video, so obviously she didn't listen to the video. So I said in the video, I just saw this email because it was not in the spam folder. I put it in the spam again. I swear I did that last time, but I made another video on that like a month ago, that same website, like I said in this video. And then just repeating points again doesn't make it a new point. we already addressed point 14 earlier. If everything was about me, then how come you're the one that just changes the relationship status on and off at will without speaking to me first, even at all? Oh, it's funny. And then just throwing the guilt-tripping line like that you can, right? The maximum guilt trip line is number 15's code. You don't give a fuck about anyone but yourself. Okay. As far as I saw, I did like all I could to like. There's no way she's like, you know, got anything to stand on there. So that's like just, I feel like it's complete like crap thrown at my face, really. Like I said here, you know, you're meant to say that sort of stuff to someone's face. Well, I'll say everything to your face, but couldn't even come and say it to my face. Oh, another thing which is funny, where did I write here? One more thing that's funny. Hold on. Yeah, like I said, yeah, it was so sudden. You flip out suddenly one morning because I light up cannabis, which is like sage. So she's on the bad ego trip of the morning of her life, coming into the period week, you know what I mean? And I light up a joint because my pancreas is sore because I ate crab. I tried crab to see if I could eat crab or if I'd like it. And it gave me basically almost the shits. And so I light up a joint and she just loses it. She was smoking the stuff with me. So I told her to stop having coffee every morning. It takes 8 glasses of alkaline water at pH 8 to come back from 1 cup of coffee. And she's already telling me how her thyroid is hypothyroid and almost Hashimoto's symptoms. You know what I mean? And I'm telling her how to fix her thyroid and she's not listening. I'm saying, get out of the pool. She's swimming because her personal trainer, organic portal personal trainer, is telling her to. Some fucking ditzy bitch. And I'm like, wait, get in the ocean. The charge from the ocean alone would probably heal your thyroid because it would make everything spin properly, right? You've got to start from the base electrically before you even think about molecules, right? Like iodine and stuff. Plus, seaweeds all have iodine mysteriously, and they grow in the ocean. Then there's the charge of the salt that I was mentioning to her. I'm saying, also in the pool, guess what happens, honey? Ditzy Haley. Guess what happens in the pool? Your chlorine is going to replace your iodine. It's going to sit on that receptor and you're going to get worse. That's why you're getting worse and moody and have done this shit with me. You're being a fucking idiot. And this was so ridiculous I'm showing it. Because it's just a great example. Because I keep coming across that women are just losing it. You know what I mean? Creating like it's an Archon virtual reality, basically. Which is part of the surface virus, and it's funny that she like falls in all those things that we've been discussing on the channel for a while too. There's some things there, like calling herself even her name that she calls herself, and then let's go on YouTube and have a look. Are we still recording? Okay. That's her other channel there, right? Just throws that off last night. What an idiot. It's like this basic ego jealousy like that because I did the dating site video this morning. She did that last night, so it's got nothing to do with that. She'd already decided, as you can tell. You see? And then there's this other one. Hold on. Scientists. Girls. She's just this pimp ass. Where is it? Is this it? Yeah, that looks like it. just this pimp ass. I think this is it. I'm not. I'm pretty sure this is it. Yeah, Sun-Kissed Girls. Where she just like is pimping these women. She's proper pimp ass. That's why she also has a Mercedes van, because she's doing this type of thing. Even though this is not the part she's monetized. She's monetized the Pleiadian thing. I just want to throw that out there for some of you. That's a gift for some of you. Right? Just figure out what she's monetized there. It's interesting. But she's looking to monetize this as well on there. Right? It's just like models. And man, I swear they will turn into like lesbian bosses. Like, she has this lesbian boss vibe like crazy. You know what I mean? I don't know if I should show that photo, but if you see her other photos, I don't think we're even friends on Facebook anymore. I don't know, let's have a look. Oh, we are friends. No, it's not available. Oh, anyway.